I am back. Life crazy, man. Life is crazy. Actually, life ain't good. Life is lovely. Life is lovely. Life is good. And I'll tell you what, man. If anybody seen my last video, I am so glad I had that recorded. Let me turn this down. I am so glad I got that recorded. Ninjas just want to have fun. Like, you know, the world too bad to just be like, you know what I mean, starting arguments and starting fights. You know, too many, the world is too bad. You know what I mean? People just, like, want to pick with people and, like, start something for nothing. And then they lie. Then they'll lie. I got that shit on fucking. How you gonna pick with someone and antagonize somebody, and then they plead and say stop? Like, will you just stop? That wasn't the first time that happens. That happens to me. It's a couple people that I grew up with that does that, you know, on purpose. No matter how nice I am, or no matter, it don't matter what I do. But I went and you know, I was really hurt for that. I was really hurt. I was really hurt, and but I was more happy that I recorded it. It's because this was the only time I was able to show it to someone, to actually let somebody else see what was going on for years, and how these so-called friends would do the same thing that happened today, and get me to the point to where saying insulting things subliminally, and you know, I plead, stop it. I don't like this. And then when I finally get upset and say enough is enough, that's when they say, okay, now this is why we're mad at you, because you're upset at us because we were upsetting you. It's just, it's deeper than that, though. I think there's a reason why these certain people are doing this to me. You know, I know the reason why too. Right. And I know it happens before it happens. That's why, you know, I don't like to get in any talk about controversial things, because they're looking for a reason. And another thing, you can't talk about it. Like, if you mention it to, like, somebody they know to talk about it, like one of the ninjas or buddies, dude, they act like you're not allowed to speak about it. Like, you can't say nothing. Like, I knew these guys for, like, my whole life. Like, it's like some secret stuff. Like, you can't talk about stuff like this. It's only with a certain group. Any other body, like, you can actually sit down with a friend and you can discuss, like, weird stuff like this, or like, hey, you know, a buddy did this, you want to talk about it, or politics, or anything. Man, you can't talk. Man, this set of group of friends, man, you can't talk about none of that stuff. Like, it's weird, and I don't know if they do it to everybody, but it's really, they do it to me, and maybe they do it. This is how they clique work. I've been a part of this clique for fucking 20 fucking years. These people came over my house, went over their house, knew their moms, out of nowhere. I don't even see these friends. Right, we just talk on the phone. There ain't nothing to argue about. It's like, why y'all acting all weird all the time? Y'all don't see I see this shit? It's only with these ninjas. Yeah, well, I'll let a couple family members hear what happened, and I'll let a couple other friends hear what happened on my last video at like It's like an hour and 12 minutes. That's where it started. That's where he started. And man, they were shocked. They were shocked to hear. They said they couldn't believe. They heard what he was trying to do, and they heard me. They heard me trying to get off the subject. They heard me plead to ask him to stop. Everybody could tell that what he was trying to do, and they said I shouldn't be his friend. They said I don't understand how you call him a friend. They said you know, what do you say to something like that? In my mind, I'm like, you know, that is my friend. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna show that video to a couple other people too. Crazy, man. Unbelievable. It's this other dude too, man. I really don't care about saying their names no more. Larry, if you out there, nigga, if you hearing this, yeah, you nigga, you already know, bro. Yeah, you a snake, man. Yeah, you are a snake, bro. I don't care if any of your friends hear this. I'm not gonna lie and hide what's going on to be anybody's buddy. No more. You know, if one of your friends hear this and they don't like me, I don't care. I can care less anymore. Yeah. Larry, you are a fucking snake, bro. You gonna tell me, this nigga is going to, again, he did the same thing that, you know, the other guy did. You know, we'll have a great time. This what this nigga do. Man, I haven't spoke to this dude for 8 years. You know, for some weird reason. Nobody still knows. But, so we start talking. Great time. Nigga introduced him to a girl that he loved. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you hearing this story and you one of his friends. I don't care anymore. I'm telling what's going on. Cause this nigga is snake. So Larry was a so-called best friend. This dude, just like 8 months ago or something, I don't know how, I hooked Larry up, introduced him to this nice girl that he always wanted to be with. You know what I mean? You know, they hook up, everything happy. Now this girl, she's important to me. You know, she's friends, she's best friends with, you know, she's a friend of mine. Never did anything, a great friend of mine. Larry calls me for a whole week, literally, you know, complaining that how he has to take care of, you know, her children. And I quote, every week he would call me like, yeah, man, why I got to be stuck with leftovers? Why I got to be stuck with leftovers? You know, speaking on like our kids, and you know, he and again, I'm showing support. After the 5th day, he called me saying how, man, why I gotta take care of people leftovers? The 5th time, I said, Larry, if you unhappy, you can just go back to your old girlfriend. That's what I said. Now, when I said that, you know, I mean, we hung up the phone. Everything was cool. And, you know, I told my wife, I said, babe, he's going to go back and tell Lisa I said that. And my wife was like, well, why would he do that? I said, well, this is what they've been doing our whole life. Do you know Larry went back and told my friend, oh, yeah, Herb told me to go back to my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that's what he told her. He didn't tell her that he called me. He didn't tell her. Now, he didn't tell her that he called me 5 days in a row, you know, complaining that, you know, about, oh, he got to take care of kids. He just want a girl where he don't got to take nobody kids and all the other things that he had to do. He didn't tell her that. And that's the reason why, you know, I said that. The reason why I said, Larry, you can go back to your girl was not because I didn't think the girl I introduced to him, you know, was bad for him. I said that because he was complaining every day. I was just being a supportive friend, like, hey man, you don't gotta be in a bad relationship. You can go back to your girl. So Larry calls me and I was like, hey Larry, man, you didn't tell her I said that, didn't you? You know what he said? He said, yeah, man, I did tell her that. You didn't tell me not to. But again, same thing. I haven't spoke to this dude since. He found some reason to be mad at me. But I'm so tired of it, man. The, and at the end of the day, I really like still care about these guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you can't talk about it with anybody they know. Anybody. These are people I spent like 20 years with, and it's like secret. Like, I'm sick of this shit, man. I just wanted to grow up and have a group of friends, politics. You talk about politics, man. You can't talk politics with these ninjas, man. Nobody talks about none of that shit, man. Nobody talks about anything like healthy. Like, you're not allowed to talk about it, or they won't continue the conversation. I'm just keeping it real. They won't even continue the conversation. Like it. I mean, I don't mind. It's like when I do talk about it, dude, I'm just so fucking sick of it, dude. It is what it is. I don't, as much as I love my friends and appreciate my friends, I mean, I can't torture myself, you know. At the end of the day, I think they doing this shit on purpose for some reason. And I know the reason. I know the reason why they doing it. Yeah. And I'm not gonna say it, because if I do, then I'll spoil it. Right, but it's cool. We'll go around, come around.
Are you ready? Here comes Daredevil.
We'll go around, come around. I'm just glad I had that shit recorded. I got a happy life. All I do is talk about fun stuff. I don't even have a temper no more. But you can get me mad. Gonna say you raised your voice. He gonna say I was in the wrong because I raised my voice. Oh, is that how that works?
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
of course I'm gonna raise my voice. I'm tired of you fucking with me. We having a great time. Why you wanna start something, man? I already know why ninjas starting arguments. Ninjas, I'm gonna tell the ninjas why they be starting arguments. I already know why. As soon as I say it, they ain't gonna be able to take it. I ain't gonna let nobody mistreat me, man. Ain't nobody gonna take up for me. Dude, if you don't take up for me, you ain't a friend. So, like, if niggas don't want to hear it, you ain't a friend either. I want my friends to support what's right. If you just gonna let somebody mistreat somebody, then just to be quiet, to not be involved, then, and if they're a friend, then I don't want you to be my friend either. Right? I'm not, all due respect, but it's a lot of ninjas out there that see what's going on and they just quiet. Yeah, I'm sorry, but man, if you don't got my back, man, when I'm not doing wrong, then you ain't no friend, or you really don't care. Right? So I ain't gonna waste your time either. Right? I ain't gonna waste your time either. You don't. Just mad I spent all those hours and years. The reason I'm so upset, I just spent all those hours and years. younger. Everybody coming over my house to play games. Everybody coming with me to play, to the club. You know, I mean, I thought these people was real friends of mine. And then as soon as we grow up, and I don't, everything's completely different. Like, that's this one guy. You know, I mean, Ron. Yeah, man, you don't think that hurt me, man? I sent you like 3 messages, man. I thought we was like cool. I just sent him a friend. Like, hey, man, could you give me some tips on a book? Man, you think this ninja called me? I knew this dude for over 20 years. You think this dude, this dude ain't, man. But if you question it, they'll say something like, "Oh, like they'll make a reason on why they didn't call you, and then make it seem like that you tripping, and this is the reason why." Right? So you can't say nothing. That's how they do it. That's how they do it to stop you. Like, oh, her, why you making problems? Like, oh, I did. Like, you can't say nothing. That's how they do it.
Duel 2. Let's rock. 削眼曲そこではないどこを見アルファブレイハッキーそこではない間どこを見てタブレードそうかうってなすむゆき関節関節キューシーラ暗いなソシGamma blade, alpha blade, 暗いな。どこを見ている？削眼手。どこを見ている？関節。うつせみの術。カウンター。そこじゃねえ。間。術が。Duel 3. Let's rock.
Damn. Damn.
Burst max. Gendo. Burst max. Alpha blade. Slap.
Yeah, a lot of people heard that video. They was like, man, I see what he was doing. Everybody said clearly. They was like, you got 47 wins and he got 6. So clearly you weren't upset at the game. It was so clear. I just wanted to have fun and stop whatever was going on. Everybody seen that. They saw how he was intentionally antagonizing me. And they felt sorry for me because they heard me sincerely trying to say, stop, stop. You know, this is going to lead to something. They heard that. And they heard in his voice how he wanted to, he knew. They said he knew where it was going to go. He wanted to end that. He wanted to end the friendship. That's what literally they said. And it's so clear. Babe. You got a pee? You got a pee pee? What'd you say, babe? What did you say? Oh, Courtney, just turn this off while you freezing. Yeah, don't waste your time on these fake ass friends. You end up breaking their necks. Can't stand them. Poochie! No more. Don't start that. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Come here, Bruce Lee head.
Quick match. Stand by. Who dares to enter the Chip Zanov? Soul Bad Guy. Are you ready? Here comes Daredevil! Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
上です。あらら、ダメですね。狙います。すみませんね。いいですね。上です。通りませんね。上です。不用心ですね。上です。ダメだ。眠い。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
あらら。上です。あらら、通りませんね。遅いです。あらら、光の目。さて。はい。さて、通りませんね。ああ、もう。ちゃんとくせえな。怖っ。不用心ですね。すみませんね。狙います。あらら。
Dang.
もう少し冷静に。
Duel 3. Let's rock. First
す
match.
みませんね。重いです。
Oh my god, I'm not gonna win.
上です。
I'm not.
遅いです。もういいですか。重いですよ。静寂をたまらん。シュッと。怖っ。
First match.
悪夢だ。
決めるぜ。
怖っ。怖っ。ダメですね。さて。それアウトです。と。はい。
Slap. Chip wins. Rating update.